Fourth Circuit that has been dismissed, and this claim regarding Adam Carroll allegedly forging a court order with Judge Patrick, are there any other claims against Wolcott Rivers that exist today?
Sure.
And what are they?
Well, to be clear, I haven't filed anything on these, but...
Well, wait a minute. If you've got a claim and you haven't filed anything,
right,
it's still a claim. It's to be scheduled.
Okay.
I mean, if you owe me $1,000 and I haven't sued you for $1,000, you still owe me $1,000. So if you're taking the position that these other parties owe you money and you haven't filed suit against them, it's still a claim that must be scheduled so that I can make a determination as to whether I pursue it or not.
How would you like it scheduled?
How would I like it scheduled?
On the
way the law requires.
B21?
B21, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So any claims that exist as of today will be listed on B21 as they relate to Wolcott Rivers?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Only amended.
If they're not listed and you later file them, you may face a denial of your discharge or revocation of your discharge from debts. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And it's any claim, not just Wolcott Rivers.
Yes, ma'am.
You have any questions?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
I think I think I'm finished.
Mine's be more of a general going through his schedules kind of question.
I'm sorry?
Mine will be generally going through his schedules. Do you want me to do that in here, or do you want me to take him to our conference room?
No, go ahead. I'd like to hear what he has to say.
To be clear, I'm going to be out of here at 1 o'clock today. I can come back
You're
at
not getting out of here,
You're
sir,
here.
until this meeting is over. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You subjected yourself to the bankruptcy court.
That's
This
right.
is part of it.
I mean, you know, if you think I like being here,
I mean, to be clear, I can come
let
back.
her go.
Good.
Yeah, okay. For the record, I'm an attorney for the United States Trustee. We're part of the Department of Justice, and we oversee the bankruptcy system for fraud and abuse. And we do have some questions about your schedules.
Sure.
The first thing I'd like to get is an email address for you so I can send you a request for documents to audit your case.
I'd rather you just hard mail it to me.
You'd rather I hard mail it to
Yeah,
you?
just regular mail, please.
Send you a letter?
Yes, ma'am.
To this Burgage Lane?
That'd be correct.
Okay.
Miss Pitt, can I ask one more question?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. What do you owe Navient $167,435.46 for? What was that?
Student loans. That's federal student aid.
Student loan? Okay, go ahead.
That was one of my questions. All right. The house that you're staying in now, whose house is that?
My grandmother's.
Your grandmother's? Is it in her name?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
And do you pay her rent?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you pay her?
500.
$500 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any real estate in your name?
No, ma'am.
When's the last time you had real estate in your name?
Years back.
Give me an estimate, ballpark.
Yeah. 3 or 4 years, maybe.
And what happened to that real estate?
I believe it foreclosed.
All right. And what prompted you to file the bankruptcy case?
Because I was going to jail.
Because you were going to jail?
Yes.
For what?
Owing money.
Is this child support?
No. Attorney's fees.
Attorney's fees to Wolcott Rivers?
Yes.
Is this the $11,800 you've scheduled? Is that what you're referring
Yes.
to? And they were going to send you to jail?
Yes.
And so you stopped the bankruptcy, or you filed the bankruptcy to stop the pursuit of that action?
That's
Is that
correct. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go through some more of your schedules. What is your background? What's your educational history?
I've been to VCU. I've been a Regent.
Do you have a degree?
Yeah. Well, I'm pursuing a degree right now through VCU. To be clear, this was a contentious matter between Wolcott Rivers and Gates where they tried to get my student records. I'm not going to discuss, because it's federally protected, my student records, anything like that.
We can go meet privately. I just want to know your educational background.
I realize that, and I'm saying I'm not going to answer that question.
You can't tell me if you have a degree?
I'm not going to tell you.
But you understand failure to respond to my questions can result in denial of your discharge.
I understand that if you have issue with it, you can file a motion in front of a judge and we can argue it out.
I can file a complaint in front of the judge
Go
and
for
argue it out.
How about it?
So you won't tell me whether you have a degree?
It's been, like I said, it's been an issue with his client.
So why are you acting like this?
Yeah, I mean, you're really making it hard.
I mean, why are you acting like this? You file bankruptcy, okay? You offered to do certain things by filing bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. You're under an order to furnish this information. You could be held in contempt by the bankruptcy court. You realize that? The lady asked you, what's your educational background? Mm-hmm. Answer the question.
No.
You do realize there's an order out there for you to cooperate.
I mean, file a motion. If you feel like that's wrong, please.
Sir, you're the most arrogant individual I've ever had in front of me, okay?
Okay, so you can't tell me if you have a degree or not.
No.
What do you do for a living?
That's filed under seal.
You can't say what you do for an occupation. That's required in your bankruptcy schedule.
It's filed under seal.
No, your schedules require you to list your occupation.
Schedule I requires you to list your employer.
Mm-hmm. And the matter is filed under seal with this court.
And you're required to produce the documents to me that were filed under seal. Have you served the trustee or my office with documents that were filed under seal?
No, I have not.
Okay. Is that something you can do?
No. I mean, I would like the bankruptcy court to make a decision on it. And after that, whoever wants copies, I'm not trying to hide anything from you.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. That's your
So you can't list your employer, you can't list your educational background. What about, you're also required to furnish pay advices, which would clearly demonstrate your employer. Have you provided the trustee with payment advices?
No, he said bring it to the meeting here.
Okay, where are they?
They're here.
Let me ask you this, sir. What are you going to file if the bankruptcy court orders you to go to jail? What court are you going to then?
I don't know, sir.
Well, you may have to find out.
All right, pay advices to the trustee.
Are you telling me that not answering these questions, somehow you have the power to put me in jail? Is that what you're
no, sir,
trying to
the
sell
court does.
goods here? Yeah. Well, again, this is an adversarial proceeding. These are not my friends. They're not here to represent me. And you're making it very obvious that you represent them. Now you're threatening me with jail.
I don't represent anybody, sir. I represent creditors of your bankruptcy estate.
You just threatened me with jail time.
I haven't threatened you with jail time. I said the bankruptcy court may decide to find you in contempt for failing to answer these questions. I'm trying to help you there, sir. My hope would be you would answer these questions. They're very simple. Educational background, your employer. If you don't answer that, you've under an order to answer those things. I'm not putting you in jail. I can't do it. I have no order issuing authority. But the bankruptcy court, why can't you tell us why your educational background?
Where I was going to file to keep from going to jail for the bankruptcy court. Where are you going to run to when they put you in jail? That's what you said. That's not saying I don't
You're lying, sir. I didn't say that at all.
Record.
It doesn't make any difference. The bottom line is the bankruptcy court has ordered you to give information. Mm-hmm. You're not doing it.
I'm giving you all the information you asked for.
No,
she has a particular
order
question.
To cooperate with certain things. You're not cooperating. That's fine. You make my job really easy. So you're not going to tell me your educational background. You're not going to tell me where you're employed, which you're required to disclose. Those pay advices don't say where you're employed.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Okay. Keep making it easy. Tax returns you haven't filed since 2006.
That's correct.
What's the reason you haven't filed your taxes since 2006?
Well, I haven't had a lot of steady employment since 2006. Currently, I probably owe about 3 tax returns, I guess.
Well, since 2006, you're saying there's certain years you're not required to file?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had an accountant look at this issue?
No, ma'am.
Okay, because you're going to be required to do your taxes.
Eventually, yes, ma'am.
Well, to get through the case.
Okay. I didn't know that.
All right, let's confirm. You have Wells Fargo checking and savings listed. Are those your only bank accounts?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you closed any in the past year?
I don't think in the past year.
You don't think?
No, ma'am.
Where did you have previous accounts?
I had an account at Woodforest, which is the Walmart bank, and I think that was overdrawn for a period of time, and I think it closed out.
Now, the bank account you have redacted there in your pay advices, would that be the Wells Fargo account?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are there any accounts in other people's names where you're depositing money?
No, ma'am.
So no money into a child's account or a grandmother's account where it's your money in the account, anything like that?
No, ma'am.
All right. The Rolex watch, how did you come up with the value of that?
What I think it's worth.
Has there been any kind of appraisal?
No, ma'am.
You've listed no life insurance. Do you have any life insurance?
I have life insurance. I don't have anything with a cash value to it.
You're required to disclose all life insurance, even if it's term.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is it held?
I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. I can find out.
Is it just one policy?
Yes, ma'am.
You have no retirement accounts?
No, ma'am.
No IRAs, no 401ks, nothing of the sort?
No, ma'am.
No business interests? You're not, again, I guess I'm asking employment information, which is, but it looks like you used to have some businesses. What happened with those?
Just one. It's, you know, I still have an EIN through the IRS, but it's not functioning.
When's the last time it functioned? We're talking about eDrive?
No, that was old. That never functioned. eDrive.
Which one are you referring to?
Virginia Construction and Development.
That's my next one I was going to ask about. Does that have any bank accounts?
No, ma'am.
When's the last time it had a bank account?
2006, maybe.
When's the last time it operated? Would that be 2006 as well?
I've done work under Virginia Construction and Development since then, but not $3,000 worth of work total, I think.
And where you're working now, is this a company owned by yourself?
No, ma'am.
Is it a total third party?
Yes.
Here's what I don't understand. He won't give the information about where he works, but he will give us the pay advice.
It's not listed.
Huh?
It's not listed.
I know. Is this your pay advices?
Yes, sir.
You can't tell me what company that came from?
No, sir. You have to understand, Mr. Trustee, they prosecuted me for a criminal prosecution for non-payment of attorney's fees, which was then amended to a civil matter for non-payment of attorney's fees, which can't be done. And this is all based on a criminal summons that his client took out. And I went through 10 months of criminal trial. And you're asking me why.
If we're asking questions directly related to your criminal liability, you can plead the fifth.
And that's what I'm telling you. Is that I'm not trying.
A lot of these questions have nothing to do with that. So your refusal to answer is a failure to cooperate with the court order.
That is not true. That they directly have to do with that.
Where you work and your education background.
Ma'am, how do you figure that if they say, hey, we're going to accuse you of a crime, a financial crime, and they can prove to the judge or jury saying, hey, you work here. You work here.
But now you're going down the path of bankruptcy fraud, so you're just adding to
I'm
your
not
criminal
going
charges.
bankruptcy fraud, and I don't appreciate you threatening that.
I'm not threatening it. I'm telling you, you are by failing to
I've
disclose
been threatened twice. Been in here 35 minutes.
What we're trying to do, sir, what we're trying to do is keep you from having these concerns. I don't represent Mr. Bayliss or his firm. The United States trustee, I don't represent them. I am required by law to gather information. The court orders you to give me that information. You're refusing to do it.
I'm not refusing to do it.
Well, then I'll ask you for the last time, what is your educational background?
That information is federally protected.
And what is your place of employment?
That information is filed under seal.
That's the last time I'll ask.
Yeah, don't
Thank
ask
you.
me anymore.
Thank you.
He's making my job very, very easy.
It sure is.
SOFA 1 requires you to list your income for the past 3 years. You've listed $11,332.80 with no years. Does that need to be?
For the past, repeat the question, please.
You have to list your income for the past 2 years immediately preceding this calendar year. You've listed at one amount, $11,332.80. What is that referring to? What year? What?
I'm not sure, ma'am.
Okay, so that sounds like it's something that would need to be addressed.
Yeah, I can amend that. What schedule is it?
SOFA 1. No payments to creditors in the past 90 days.
No, not outside normal payments. No, ma'am.
And you haven't transferred anything, paid any family members. Do you owe any family members?
No, ma'am. You said the amount was 2 years?
You can read the
what
question.
line is
You
it?
seem like you're very capable of reading and responding to pleadings. And you haven't transferred any property in the past 2 years?
That's correct.
All right. I will hard mail a copy to you of documents that I'd like to see to look into your case.
Sure.
It's going to include the motions under seal, and I'll also contact the bankruptcy court about that.
Yes, ma'am.
You got to understand, our office represents the Department of Justice.
Mm-hmm.
We don't represent any creditors. We represent the integrity of the system. Okay? And so my job is to ensure you're cooperating with court orders and that what you've disclosed is accurate and honest.
Yes, ma'am.
That's my job.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll be sending you a request for documents. We'll see where it goes from there.
I guess I've been a trustee too long.
Well, I imagine you're going to need tax returns, which he hasn't done in years and years and years.
What's that?
Tax returns. He's not filed since 2006. He's required to produce tax returns to you. So that may be something you're going to need to address.
Shannon, I can't hear you.
He needs tax returns from 2006 till now.
We need tax returns.
Yes.
Yes, look at his interrogatory.
2006 was the last time he filed, right?
Correct.
Are you going to file your returns from 2007 to 2013?
No, sir, I wasn't planning on it.
Were you working during that period?
Again, sir, I don't want to answer any kind of employment-related.
He said before there
Well,
were
what is this employment related?
That is employment-related, yes, sir. Yeah, I've done my best to try to provide what I can. I've filed motions
You
under
really
suit.
have. I have to commend you on that. Yeah, you have really done your best. In all of my 54 years of being a trustee, I don't think I've had anyone do their best the way you have. I don't have anything for it. I'm going to.
You could certify the case if you wanted to, based on this very provider.
What's that?
You could certify it, but we can talk about that.
I'm going to let you do that.
I want to look at these underlying pleadings and see.
Yeah, well,
The case.
as far as I'm concerned, from what I can see today, I would certainly hope that your office would do what's necessary to have this case dismissed, or
We'll do something with it.
huh?
We'll do something with it.
I don't understand it, sir. I really don't. You know, it just seems to be you fail to recognize what the real responsibility on your part is.
I don't think I have. And again, this is threatening. We're going to do something with it. You're going to recommend to a judge to do something with it.
Sure.
You're not going to stop this
I'm going to file the
proceeding.
appropriate
But that's
motions
what
with
you
the
just
court.
said. What you just said on the record is we're going to do something with it.
I am going to do something.
I've
with
been
the
here,
case.
35 minutes, been threatened 3 times now.
And every bit of it's
So I want to tell
In
you
your
something.
54 years, how many times you done that?
Let me tell you something, sir. I haven't threatened you at all. And as a matter of fact, I have no power to threaten you with anything. But the bankruptcy
I'm aware of that.
The bankruptcy court is the only. I'm not an order issuing authority. I have no order issuing authority. But the bankruptcy court does. And that's what I'm telling you. I'm trying my best to get information, which is my duty and my responsibility. You're ordered to get it, give it, I'm ordered to get it. You take that as a threat, that's something I can't help.
No. Yes, sir.
I mean, if I got a job to do and you're not letting me do it, and you're taking that as a threat, help yourself.
That's not what took place. That is not what took place. You threatened me. She's threatening me to withdraw.
I'm
you
not
know,
threatening you. I'm promising you I'm going to file something with the court.
Well, you don't have to promise me that, ma'am.
I'm
I don't
telling you
care
I
what you're
will.
going to file with the court.
Okay.
You don't have to promise and threaten and, oh, you're going to jail. Where are you going to file
I'm not
this?
threatening you with jail.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know that you're committing
Yes, you
bankruptcy
were.
crimes by not
Yeah,
cooperating.
and you're the determiner of that.
I am the determiner of that. I'm with the
right.
Department of Justice, and you're not cooperating with a court order.
Well, I would
It's my
disagree.
job to enforce that, and I will
would
do
disagree.
it.
I've had enough of this. I don't know if you guys
Go to
have
your
or
1 o'clock
not.
meeting. Good luck with it.
Thank you.
Huh?
He's got a 1 o'clock meeting.
You're adjourned. You will be required to return.
What time, sir?
That
You
will,
said February 3rd.
yeah,
At what time?
1 o'clock.
at 1 o'clock.
All right, I've got it written.
Now let's go back through what you are required to furnish me. Where is the adjournment sheet? What happened to it?
You said February 3rd at 1 p.m.?
Yes. All right, this is only a part of what's required. We will need employment information. We will need educational background. Tax returns for 2007 through 2013.
Bank statements.
Huh?
Bank statements.
Yeah. Bank statements on every bank account you have or had for the last 2 years. With canceled checks, if any, or with canceled checks. I would hope you would write him a letter also and just amplify what I have here plus whatever else is required. B21 is to be amended to show all pending claims, all pending file claims. And claims that are not filed. These are to be detailed with monetary amounts sought. Anything else you can pick up for right now?
I'll send them a letter.
Is that my copy, sir?
No, sir. That's my copy. I'll have a copy made for you.
Thank you, sir.
Would you make a copy of this for him, please?
Of your sheet?
Yes. It's just the list of requirements that I have given him. Let her look at it.
I don't need to. I'm going to do my own list. If I need to.
Huh?
Or
She'll write you and set forth exactly what I've got here. Would you mind sending me a copy of your proposed letter before?
You'll be CC'd on it.
Huh?
You'll be CC'd.
Yeah, no, sure will.
Yeah. Mr. Andrews, my hope is you'll make this easy for all of us.
Yes, sir.
That's my hope.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bayliss, you have anything further?
I don't have anything else. Thank you.
You're excused until February the 3rd at 1 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.